Hey everyone, welcome to the Beautiful Life Today channel. My name is Chris. Today I want to give some feedback or some thoughts on finding balance in life and figuring out how to prioritize certain things in life and figuring out how to put certain things on the back burner for the short term or maybe for the long haul. Because ultimately, to live life in peace and to go to bed feeling like you made the right decisions and took the right actions, you want to make sure that you take some time to self-assess and to figure out what's really important in life and what really isn't that important, and make decisions accordingly, take actions accordingly. So here are some things that I've learned recently that I want to share with you guys, because I feel like, you know, you guys are in tune with self-growth as well, and moving forward in life to achieve your goals and to find peace overall. So here's what I learned. Number one, it's really important to, before you take any action, to step back and self-assess and assess everything around you that you need to figure out, balance with. You need to find balance with. Because if you jump into the pool, metaphorically, if you jump into this pool without knowing how cold it is, how deep the water is, you might feel like you can handle it, you're a great swimmer, and you'll be able to tackle that pool in full force, not realizing that the pool is at a temperature that is almost unbearable, and you didn't realize how deep the pool was, and that it actually puts you in a position to, drown and not really get your head above water for a while. Number two is to, after assessing and taking that moment, is to make certain decisions. Oftentimes it's very easy to sit back in self-assessment mode or in assessment mode and keep asking different people for their input, but ultimately you have to make the decision on what to do. And ultimately, when you make those decisions, you want to make sure that your heart is involved, that you have educated yourself as much as you could have with making that decision, and that it's a decision that you believe is in line with your heart and you'll be able to live with. Ultimately, you can't see the future, you can't predict the future, but you want to make sure that your decision-making process is in line with your heart, not on what someone else told you to do, but on what your heart is telling you to do. If you believe in prayer and you believe in God, really take the time to pray and make sure that your decision is in line with your faith and what you believe. Because ultimately, you don't want to look back and say, I wish I did something else. You want to make sure that you are making a decision that you believe in the future you will feel comfortable with. And that's really all you can do. You can't, look into the future and, figure out really how your decision will play out. All you can do is make an educated guess at this moment as to how you believe you will feel about the decision and the action that you're about to take. And that's the best you can do. Another thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to make a decision that's solely based on people pleasing, as opposed to really thinking about what works well for you, as well as the people who will be impacted by the decision around you. If you focus so much on other people and not about how the decision will impact you, you're not going to like how you feel afterwards. You want to make sure that you are not in self-sacrifice mode when you make certain decisions and take certain actions. Number three is to take action. You make a decision, you take that action. It is a good idea while taking that action to take a break, take a deep breath, center yourself, take time to pray, and to do some assessment about how the action is coming along, how comfortable you are with it, and to pivot your action as necessary, or maybe change your original plan of action accordingly, so that strategically you are continuing to make a decision that is right for you, right for the people around you, and that you continue to find balance in your life, as opposed to continuing to take an action simply because that was the first thing that you decided and you refused to make changes. You want to make sure that ultimately you continue to educate yourself on what is best according to whatever information that you're taking in, so that you feel comfortable at the end of the day, you feel at peace with what actions you're taking, and that you're able to get rest at night knowing that you're taking the right steps. And ultimately, you want to be at peace knowing that you made the right decisions at the right time, you followed your heart, you followed your spirit, and that matters so much with prioritizing things in your life and finding balance, is ultimately seeking peace in the process, following what your heart tells you to do, what your spirit tells you to do, and you'll be all the more happier for that in the long run. So that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to reach out to me. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll put the little button right there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.